Okay, so before we get started in Photoshop CS3, I want to run down a good workflow in order to use the videos. Because I see people use the videos in wrong ways. They actually go in there and view the entire video, and then at the end, then they try to do whatever I tell them to. Okay, so that's a bad workflow. What we should do is work together. You know, you can watch the video and be in Photoshop at the same time. Now, if you've got the videos at vo.com, that presents a very hard challenge because usually you're watching these videos within the VO player. The VO player is junk, okay? So we have to kind of use the VO player to download the videos, but after the videos are actually downloaded, you do not need the VO player anymore. And I'm going to show you that process. Okay, so if you type in House of Tutorials for a search, you'll see all of my videos within all the little subsections here. I'm just going to randomly pick one. Now, if you have a slow connection, don't do this process, but just kind of watch. Okay. Alright, that was annoying. The next thing you have to do is go to the download options. Under the download options, go to download video. Okay, a magical box will pop up, like this one right here. And if it does not, you do not have the VO player. The VO player will provide you a link here if you do not have it. Instead it says download the VO TV, it'll say download VO TV. You download that piece of application and install it. It's very easy to do. You click next and OK to just about anything. Okay, after a little while, it'll happen to download the entire video. And the videos will actually show up under My Documents. And under My Documents, you have My Videos. And then you can go to VO. Okay, here's all the ones I've kind of downloaded. If you go in here, right click, open with Windows Media Player. We're going to hit pause here. There we go. We have now the actual movie playing within Windows Media Player. Now the important part is it is playing in Windows Media Player, because now the next trick I'm going to show you, I'm going to minimize all this stuff and launch Photoshop. Okay, under Tools, Options, I can keep the window player on top of all windows. So keep the player on top of all windows. Put that check mark there and hit OK. Now I can be able to hit play. Just going to turn this volume down. And you notice one thing. This stays on top of everything, and I can now be in Photoshop and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, so that's how you do it. You're able to play the windows and be in Photoshop, listening to the lesson and be in Photoshop. Alright, so that's how the rundown of your workflow should go as far as the movies. Okay, so the next part of the video is where to get the lesson files in the setup series. So now you have the understanding of the videos. Now let's see where the lesson files are located, because I always get that. Where are the lesson files at? I don't understand. Okay, so if you go to www.houseoftutorials.net/lesson files. If you type that in any browser window, and here it is, really big in case you can't see that, houseoftutorials.net/lesson files. Maybe a little bit smaller. There we go. That's the link. Memorize it. It also is going to be located within the video link over at VO. So if you need that, it's right there too. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. And in here, if we go here, I'm going to say specifically what file I'm going to be using within the lesson. Usually they're going to have a 0201, 0200, 0202, or something like that going into its prefix. And it's going to be a zip file. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with zip files, because I know people that are taking this like lessons and they probably never experienced or ever seen a zip file in their life, all you do is click on it, hit open. It will open it, and in Photoshop, most of the time I'll just have you drag whatever files by clicking and dragging over to Photoshop and drop them out. Just like that. Alright, so that's the complete setup series, and now we'll go on to actually doing some kind of project together.